Hello, my name is Christopher Healy and welcome to Frequency of Success. This show is to be helping you every week be able to help you understand what's going on, how to be able to be unique, find your passion, get out there and ring that $1 million lifestyle bell for real. Now, before I get on to what is going to be happening here today, I'm going to just first off touch on some information for you that my team, 77 team, is expanding very big. And I'm having to now expand how I'm showing these shows going out. We'll be now broadcasting live out through Facebook as well as YouTube, out through Vimeo, and out through Instagram. And you're going to want to be able to link on to those platforms because YouTube is great, right? I can do the broadcasting, but CROWD1 is growing and there's lots of news happening every day now and from all different areas. And I can't be just getting a quick information out on YouTube, but it does help. I can get it out on Facebook really quick and easy, and I can get it out on Instagram to let you know what's happening straight away, quick and easy. So please remember, find the links below and get on there and start staying connected to me, and I'll be taking you through each week what's going on with CROWD1 and how you can really benefit from this. Ultimately though, Frequency of Success is about helping you. It's about helping you, seriously, find your uniqueness, how to be able to find your passion, and how to be able to get out there, okay? Because we need this. And that's why clicking in here every week, every Monday, we're going to be helping you do that. Me, Jim, and James, and I'll be in there with those guys in a few minutes. So now, let's go to it. Some facts that matter. This first episode is really going to be about taking you back to the basics, because a lot of people don't really understand the basics, and I'm going to take you through it. What's legal and what's not legal. So we're going to talk about multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing. You can also call it affiliate marketing, online networking, whatever you want to call it. But let's make it simple. Multi-level marketing, MLM. And what is it really? No, it's not a scam. It's actually a successful business model. It's used all over the world. In fact, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. Are you ready? Here is the multi-level marketing. And now I'm going to apply this. Stand by. Do you recognize it now? The pyramid structure. Oh no. And this, when people see the pyramid structure, they're automatically going, it's a scam. No, the pyramid structure is not a scam. In fact, let me show you. The truth is, every government on planet Earth uses this structure. From the top down, broadening out. Every government, including your government. Next. Every business on planet Earth uses the same structure. It's the same it's the same understanding, the same structure. 1 to 2 to 3, all the way down. From the tops, the next, the second, the regional managers, the store managers, all the way down. Next. Your military uses it. Yeah, the general, the colonel, the lieutenants, the whatevers, the next, all the way down to, guess what? The privates. What else uses it? Every single organization, 99% of them, operate from the top down, broadening out. Plus, here's the big one. You ready? You use it. Somewhere in your business, you are in this structure. Now, if you own the business, then you're going to be up there. And you will have people below you that will have people below them, below them, below them. You get the idea. So, multi-level marketing is actually a successful business model. It's used throughout the world. And multi-level marketing business model is legal. It's legal. So are we clear on this? When people say multi-level marketing, you don't have to think scam. You got to realize it is a successful business model and it is legal. And there are dozens of businesses throughout the planet that are using this system successfully to build billion-dollar companies. They have billions of dollars. In fact, you see all these names coming across the bottom of the screen right now? All these companies are today legally trading, legally, as this successful model all over the world. It's legal. Clear. Now we're going to move on to the next part. Watch here. So we're starting off with the triangle. And all here, all the people. And we're going to move to the next piece, which is something called the compensation binary system. Now, a lot of these companies use a compensation binary system, how you get paid. Now, what is binary? Binary actually means two. Two of, or two arms, two legs. Binary is two. And are you ready for this one now? Do you remember when I did my video, the basic binary system? And I put this up here on the binary, how one connects to the other. I had people saying, oh wow, he's such a scam. He's literally drawing the pyramid. Why? That's why it's a scam. No. See, you, people that are saying that, you're ignorant. It's true. The facts are, this system is not illegal. Just because it's in the shape of a pyramid does not make it illegal. It does not make it illegal. It does not make it illegal. It does not. It does not. It does not. It does not. It does not make it illegal. Here's another version of the binary. It's exactly the same thing, but the shape, oh, what? So this is legal and this is not legal? No, it's a binary 2. You get it? It's 2. Version A, version B, it's the same thing. It's not illegal. Well then, if this is not illegal, well, what makes it illegal? I'll show you. Here it is again, the same system. You've got honest people. They're all the honest people running the honest business, a successful business, running it legally. But you always get these people, dishonest people, and they pretend. See, the difference is here. Look, this is legal, and they add value for your money. So when you spend money into the system, you're getting product, you're getting services, you're getting value out. The scammers come in and they take, a successful business model, and then they pretend to give you product. They pretend to give you something of value, but there's not really much value to it. And they take your money, just like they do, but instead of giving you value, they give you not real value at all. They are the scammers. They are dishonest. They turn this into something that we don't like. Now, their mission is not to stay in business long, because sooner or later they're going to get caught. So they want to get in, make a big splash, pull as much as they can, and get out before becoming legal. Get in, make a big splash, and pull out before they have to become compliant, because in the compliant laws, they're going to get caught. So they get in, make their money, and they go, they make a run for it. These folks, they're not legal. So now, we come down to CROWD1. Is CROWD1 legal or not legal? Well, let's take a look. CROWD1 runs the same system. CROWD1 sends you, if you buy in for your 99 euros, it sends you out the product. It sends you out the services. Well, it allows you to get in to get the services, but it sends you out the product. You get it. You can use it. You can download it. It's product. Now, they too run on a binary system. And remember, the binary system is not illegal. The binary system is not spooky. It's not scary. It's only spooky and scary and illegal to the people that don't know any better. CROWD1, the major question I need to ask about CROWD1 is, can we trust them? I mean, that's what it's coming to. If this is legal, and if they're doing real product and adding real value, the question is, Can we trust them? So, let's ask this. Is CROWD1 actually legal? Now I want you to look at a screenshot. Take a look at this, and you can see, here it is. Here's the official document that says CROWD1 is legal. Actually became incorporated in Spain. Take a look at that. Now take a look at this next image right here, and you can see one part it's written in Spanish, but here it is in the English version. CROWD1 is incorporated, so it is a legal business. Now we know it's legal. Next. Are their operations legal? Just because a company is legal doesn't make what they're doing legal. Are their operations legal? Now, there are some people that will say, oh, wait a minute. CROWD1 is banned in Burundi. And CROWD1 is banned, or close to being banned, in Namibia. Okay. And CROWD1 isn't wanted in Iran or North Korea. Okay. But what's the case with Namibia and the case with Burundi? And if you watch my No Scam video, part 1, I believe it is, I go into it in detail about Namibia and about Burundi. The real case is they don't want to deal in any company that is dealing with cryptocurrency. It's easier to say CROWD1 is a scam than it is for them to say, look, we don't want to deal in cryptocurrency because we can't track you. And if we can't track you, we can't tax you. So instead of us saying, you know what, we can't track you and we can't, you know we're tracking you, right? And we're tracking you with how you spend your money. Well, if you do cryptocurrency, we can't track you, we can't watch you, we can't scrutinize you, and we can't tax you. You don't want to be hearing this stuff. So it's easier to say they're a scam. That's what they're doing, covering their tracks. The bottom line is they don't want to deal with any companies that are doing in cryptocurrency. So the truth is their operations are legally running in 170 countries. 170 countries. How many countries are in the world? What's your guess? What are we at? 195 countries or 215 countries? 170 of them are allowing CROWD1 to legally run unhindered, no persecution. The next question, and this is the big one for me. Are the leadership trustworthy? So let's go to this. I want you to look at this picture right here. This man is Mr. Eric Werner. Eric Werner is the founder of CROWD1. Now, Eric Werner has been involved in multi-level marketing for some 20 years. Okay? That's not a bad thing. He's been building his business and doing his thing for 20 years. Now, back around 2011, 2012, somewhere in there, he was with a company called Synchronize Spinglow. And this company, what it was is an online portal. It was first set up in England, and it was an online portal. Spinglow was an online portal where people could come in and they could find and deal and buy in products and get involved in things. It was an online company trying to get up. Now, there were people, membership people inside Spinglow that said Spinglow is, well, later on they revealed that Spinglow is a scam. Now, Spinglow never went to court. So we don't really know. I don't know. I couldn't find out if indeed it was actually a scam. What I did find out is there were people in there that said it was a scam. And Spinglow collapsed, lost its money, and it went down the tubes. So what's this got to do with Eric Werner? Well, he was one of the guys that used to work with Spinglow. Now, let me be clear on this. He was not an executive team leadership guy. He was not part of the decision-making process. He was not part of the management team. He was not part of that at all. He was your basic guy trying to sell the basic platform. It's like this. You go to work for a company, and then the next day you find out that that company, all over the news, that company was actually scamming people. And you're shocked and horrified. The company is closed down overnight, and you realize that you're coming out now with your box, with your things from the company. Does that make you a scam? No. It makes you a part of the reality of what happens when dishonest people are doing their moves with a company and they get caught and it collapses, it goes down, and you are out of the job. Mr. Werner found himself out of a job. That does not make him a part of a scam. But what people try to do is connect him to this and say, you see, he has to be the scam. So he lost his job. He's out on his ass. That's the truth. And here's what he took with that. Look, I checked the Spingolo thing. There were some really good pieces of stuff. They had the right idea. There were some really good concepts with the digital coming in, the products. They were right there. But they made the wrong decisions. What Mr. Werner did, he comes out and clearly he thought long and hard about this. And he worked out, this isn't what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. If they'd have done this instead of that, they could have been way better. So he comes out with a company called CROWD1, improving on that company that went down. And this guy now is moving bigger and better than ever before. And the first thing he does is he makes the company become legal. We're legal. And the operations are operating legally in 170 countries. So he learned from their mistakes, their decisions, and he picked up the pieces, and he comes out with a new, improved version that is legal, that is working, and that's called evolution. That's what he did. Let's go to the next guy. The next guy here, what's his name? Mr. von Holstein here. Now this guy, there's a lot of information about von Holstein. If you just I've read all his Facebook posts. There's lots of information on him, but a lot of it he wrote himself, going back years. And if you read everything that he wrote, I've read everything I could find on the internet on this man. I also watched every video you could find on this man. And I've put it together, and it's taken a lot of thought and understanding what's going on. And here it is. He is considered the IT visionary. He is considered as a man of, essentially, when it comes to the internet, he's being seen as a genius. The guy understands it, okay? And he can see where he's going with this. Plus, he has built $3 billion companies. One of them got up onto the NASDAQ, okay? Plus, he has been interviewed by every major television network on planet Earth. Plus, this guy has been invited 3 times to the World Economic, the elite of the elite, the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. The elite of the elite. They invited him 3 times, each time to receive an award on his internet, his entrepreneurial work with the internet, being the internet visionary, being the internet guru. This guy is huge, and he starts to put himself out there as a consultant. This company, that company, they're paying for him to come out and talk about his views, talk about what he knows about the internet. Bingo, Spingolo. Remember this guy here, Mr. Werner? He was working for this company called Spingolo. Spingolo brings in Mr. von Holstein and says, listen, we'll give you the promotion, we'll give you the title of a Chief Visionary Officer. We'll pay you some money. Here, read up a bit about Spingolo and go out onto the internet and talk about it. So he does. He makes a video. About 60 days before Spingolo collapses, von Holstein had no idea. So he does this thing, the thing about Spingolo. He likes the idea. It's a good concept. I was reading it. It's a good concept. He's getting paid to say it. He reads it. He agrees. He goes in. He does. 60 days later, boom, the company goes down, and he's left with, I can't believe you people. Now he looks even worse. So what happens? We get Eric Werner coming in and saying to Mr. von Holstein, will you join CROWD1? And one of the first things von Holstein says, and he says it in a report in a newspaper interview, I said, I want to make sure that this company is legal. You make this company legal, make it transparent, make it compliant, and yes, I will come in and I will do that, and I will guide this ship forward. But I want this, he learned from Spingolo. I want it legal, I want it in Europe, and I want it compliant. And that's exactly what he got. Because this man has no intentions of destroying his life, destroying his character, destroying his reputation, destroying his wife, and destroying his family over money. He's not going to do it. It's not in his DNA. If you read everything you need to read about this man, he does not hide his thoughts. He's open. and he's trustworthy. Here's the bottom line. I believe in the leadership of CROWD1. I'm Christopher Healy, and I am a proud CROWD1 member. And I've done critical thinking on all of this. 6 months ago, I didn't know this. I did critical thinking on all of this, on all of this, on all of this, on Mr. Eric Werner, on the other guy, Mr. Von Holstein. My conclusion that fits me, I believe in the leadership. I believe in the whole concept of helping people get up and out of poverty. It's a great idea, and it's resonating. Guess what? We just hit 7 million people. 3 weeks ago, it was 6.5 million. Now it's 7. 2 weeks from now, it's going to be God knows what. It's expanding. So, here now you understand the facts, what's real and what's not real. This is why I joined in. You want to make your own decisions as to why you want to join in. My advice, do your own research, do your own facts. Come to your own conclusions. Be a responsible adult. Make a decision, and if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly okay. You come to your own choice. I came to mine, you come to yours. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with these guys because I believe in the concept and I believe in them. I believe in these men that they will lead this company and lead us to a very prosperous future for everybody that gets involved. That's what I believe. Okay, so now I'm going to take you in here and we're going to be talking to Jim and James. And we're going to get down to some nitty-gritty on the facts. Let's go. All right, so now we're in here, and for the next while, we are now going to be discussing with Jim and James about the board I was just presenting, about multi-level marketing, about CROWD1, can you trust the leadership and so forth. I've made my position clear. I'd like to know what the guys think. And also, too, we're going to be talking a little later on about July 4th and the rollout of the products and the new upgrades and new information that CROWD1 has brought forth for all the members to be able to use. And we're talking about that a little later on. But right now, Jim, James, welcome to the show. Nice to have you both.
Thank you, Chris. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I can see your backyard, James. You're looking like you're really enjoying yourself.
Yeah, it's my dream vacation destination. I want to be in the Maldives very soon. And great with CROWD1 and with the new products, I can make this a reality, you know.
All right, so let's talk about the leadership. I mean, for me, again, the critical thinking, I trust these people. And you guys are obviously in all this for a reason. What's your thoughts and ideas about the multi-level marketing, about, do we trust them? What's your thoughts? Jim, you want to say something? What do you got?
Yeah, I think you broke it down so good there, you know, like you always do, and clarify it for people to see it in an easier way, so to speak. And I mean, when you see that you really can trust someone, then it's so much easier to stand up for them as well, you know. So and to the naysayers and all the negative people there, I mean, it's much easier. You can call it being a little bit lazy there, because it's much easier to jump on that train to say something is a scam or is not good, you know, and you know, follow the rumors, than to take the time to really investigate it yourself and get all the facts right. I mean, the time we put into this, it doesn't happen by itself. You need to be able to do that for yourself, because when you feel confident in what you are doing, who you're standing up for, then it gets, you know, real, and then it gets, yeah, it's just like you showed there before, you know, that are they bringing out something real to us that we can use, that we can earn from, or is that just air castles and there is nothing? But we know there is. We have the proof of it, actually. So That's my opinion about that.
All right. James, what's your thought?
Yes, Chris.
What's your thought?
Well, I trust this company, and I always tell you that I joined this company when we had little or nothing to really hold on to, and I joined this company late last year, and at the time we didn't really have much information as much as we do now. But this is what I love about CROWD1. First is the transparency of the management and the owners. I mean, I've never been part of any company that I feel so close to the owners. I feel like I'm part of the management because, it's not like they run through every decision, but it feels like they run these decisions with us because you can relate with some of the decisions that they make. Because sometimes I tell myself, if I were the CEO of this company, this is what I would do. And boom, they do that, And it's really, really important that they don't also shy away from the challenges that, have been thrown at them. Of course, I always tell people, no one throws stones at a fruitless tree. So you've got to be doing something good. And I mean, you don't see an apple tree without apples on it and throw stones at it. So if you want to throw stones at a tree, it's because, of course, the tree has so many rich fruits that you want to, tap in from. But of course, you can just go knock on my gate and tell me you want to get some apples and I pluck some for you. But that's what, this media and blogs are really doing now. Because the success and growth of this company is really pissing off a lot of company and pissing off a lot of people. And it's normal to see stuff like this. It's part of we call it the critical growth stage, where you see so many challenges such as this in network marketing here and there. But what I love about this company is that they don't shy away from this sort of thing. When we hear negative news and articles being written, the owners, they come out with their heads held up high to defend the company. And I mean, if you are not completely legal, you won't have the confidence to do that, to come out publicly and challenge, those people. I was listening and reading the blog from the website. Now they've set up their own legal department, and the legal department is at the forefront of all of this. And they are challenging and warning everyone that we would sue you if you publish false news about the company, and which is really good and very, very comforting.
That's about time. I remember the day.
Yeah, it's about time,
Just to know what
some of these articles are really annoying because when you read them, and of course, knowing how this company works, knowing the business model and how it operates, you read some of these articles and you be like, how can someone just sit and write something like this without properly gathering or getting all the information about the company? So without even the owners coming out, we the members and some of us that understand how this thing works, the minute I read them I just laugh because it doesn't hold any water for me.
Wow,
it's a really good point you bring out there too, about because it's easy to spread things among the people, but because there are competition as well, of course. And I mean, they see what's going on, and they see what's... Yeah, well, exactly.
If I'm running a multi-level marketing company and I got 3 levels of compensation and I got 1,000 people doing their thing and half of them are moving to a place called CROWD1, I'm going to be your enemy. What can I do to slow CROWD1 down? Why can't I have their growth? Well, okay, so I'm going to put a phone call into that. Hi, my name is Ralph, and do you know what is going on as an investment company? That's right. They're promising a brand new Mercedes-Benz. If anybody can, all right, good man. You go get him. Go get him, Tiger. That'll take care of CROWD1. What's stopping anybody from doing this? Anybody could do it. In fact, probably people are going to do it. But here's the thing. When I was doing those no scam videos, so it got depressing. I remember I'm alone and I'm going through and I'm reading, okay, now the next, okay, now what's this investigation? And my blood rate is going up a little bit until I discover, oh, that's a fake as well. And I'm going through. And there was a portion of time where I felt alone. I thought, what the hell am I doing? Why am I defending this bloody company for? Really? Why? And I thought, well, because it's cool. It's a good job. Yeah, but all of this, okay, that's the poison part of it. But why are you doing it? Because I believe in it. But why aren't they defending themselves? Why aren't somebody else coming out saying, hey, you know what? I'm part owner of whatever, CROWD1, and I've gone through, nobody did it. So for a part of that time, I felt alone. But now, finally, thank goodness, the legal heavy guns are coming up. And what CROWD1 is saying, hey, you can disagree with us all you want, no problem. But when you start making false accusations on radio, on television, on newspaper, on the internet, anywhere, false accusations, where you're deliberately slandering us, you better be prepared to take that into a court of law, because that's where we're going to see you. Because we are legal. We are a legal company who has the legal right to be able to trade like anybody else. And if you call us a scam, you better have the evidence to prove it in a court of law, because we are going to sue your...
Yes.
And it's about bloody time. So I'm glad they're coming together. It's like the cavalry. It's like, yo, guys, come on in. Where's
and that gives us that gives us a lot of confidence as affiliates. I mean, like the feeling I get, the feeling I get as an affiliate of this wonderful company, seeing the CEO and the founder coming out to voice out, how distasteful some of these articles are. It just gives me the confidence, and I go out too with so much energy. But even before they started coming out, I go out with a lot of energy to defend this company, because I tell you, this company, this business is really changing a lot of lives. And it just beats me why some people are just enemy of progress. I mean, you see this business, you go on YouTube, you see people with life-changing testimonies about this business.
They don't want to believe it. They don't want to hear it.
I mean, I'm a living testimony. I'm a living testimony to the impact this business has had on me. So, I've been part of this struggle from the beginning, and here I am really successful in this business. And, you can imagine how I feel when someone just come out and spits on, something I feed from, and this is completely legal, and it just gets better. But the cool part, with all these articles, this company is growing so fast. It's just unbelievable.
And it's growing stronger. You know what?
Yeah, and stronger, yes. 7.2 million.
You're a Ponzi, you're a scam, you're selling thin air, you're selling nothing. One guy, you don't have products. I said, we got products. He goes, no, you don't have products. I said, what are you? Are you crazy? We have products. No, you don't. So, wow, really? We got this. No. So
I
get what you're saying, James. It's like they're attacking your family there.
Yeah, it feels like that, Yeah. It's like someone just insulting your family, because, and the feeling we get as members of CROWD1, I love the communal feeling that we get. It feels like, Chris is there in Canada, and Jim, you're there in Sweden, but it feels like I've known you guys for more than 20 years of my life, So, this family, this whole family feeling, you get that a lot. And I have never been part of any network marketing business that I get this sort of feeling. It feels like I can just see Johan or Jonas on the street and, hey, buddy. It feels like I know these people. And
that's why we talked about that before, and we were so happy when they were stepping up that game, so to speak, and took actions. I remember that, and that's something really good that they're doing that now, because, of course, it's necessary. And countries are different too, and it's very, very important to be really, really clear. And I think it looks like they really understand that now, and they're getting back there, so to speak, and they will not take it anymore.
I would like to add this finally before Chris takes over. I think the media should be promoting and praising CROWD1, because we are in a very tough and difficult time in the world right now with this corona pandemic thing all over the world. People are restricted and, at home, people are losing jobs, companies are winding down and shutting down. But here we have this business that is, putting a lot of money in people's pockets and helping people live their dreams, helping people change their lives, change the lives of their friends, their loved ones, their families, even frenemies. I have so many people that haven't spoken to me in years for some weird reasons, but now they contact me because they want to learn more about this business. So I think the media should be doing better by promoting this business and promoting what's good. I mean, this people have
should
lots of
stand
smiles
behind it
on
and
their
help
faces.
it, because
Exactly.
it's like Johan van Holstein, our CEO, said there. All these companies before in the digital market that have made us digital slaves there, and I mean, here comes something that takes we take back the power, so to speak, and get a possibility to earn from our time there online. And I think that's so important, and it was so powerful when he said that on the 4th July that we're going to talk a little bit about as well. So I think
and of course I love the energy of the CEO when he speaks. When he speaks, you want to stop, look and listen, like Chris will always say. He has that very, very commanding charisma about his personality, and you just want to listen to that man when he speaks. And that also goes to the founder. I just love these two fine gentlemen, their teamwork, their synergy, and what they bring to the table is just phenomenal with what we see
their
here.
Teamwork, their synergy is definitely getting better. When they're on stage the second time, like just a few days ago, the synergy between the two of them is just getting more comfortable. All right.
That's right.
You can see it in the body language.
That's what we talk about, team players.
Stiff and rigid. There's a bit of a relaxedness. And Van Holstein guy, he's been on world stages for the past 30 years. This guy knows how to work an audience. He's really good at public speaking, and he's really comfortable. But together with the owner, a few months ago, the first broadcast, he seemed a little, okay, it's understandable. You're in the middle of a COVID-19. You're all on the stage by yourself, and there's a natural nervousness. But he's definitely getting more relaxed into being this man.
Yeah, sure.
Really running and operating this ginormous company that's just beginning.
Yeah.
Pressure on him to get it right. Every decision, every move that could move this company, which way and what. The people that advise him, he's really got to trust in the leadership that are around him. And he's really trusting in Van Holstein, and Van Holstein is really guiding it in a beautiful direction. We want to be legal. We want to be compliant. We want to give people the tools, give them the education to help them to build themselves up and teach the other people to build themselves up. And everybody that you bring in, you teach them to build, and you are going to get an enormous company moving in the right direction. And
exactly.
The team members.
A really good point there.
Yeah, the team members they've got in the management, I mean, everyone seems to be doing phenomenally well in their department. I mean, look at the head of commercial, Johan Westerdahl. I mean, just beautiful, the design, the compensation plan, and with what they, recently just brought in, everything just seems to be working well. And I tell you, I'm always amazed when I see the work that the IT guys are putting in. I mean, what they do, the improvements they put on the site and all of that, it's just phenomenal what these guys are doing. Everyone seems to be on top of their game in every single department in this business. And it's why we love it.
You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to go in there with a camera with permission and get the behind the scenes. Get into watching behind the Van Holstein guy and watching how he's making a decision on a certain paperwork, and capture the other guy, the owner, and then to the pressure, the IT guy is trying to get over to this guy and show the inner working behind this huge company,
Chris,
pressure they're under.
The CEO and founder should invite you. They need to invite you,
Yeah, I went there, right?
They need to invite you. We talk about this a lot. They need to invite you to their office. I mean, they need to fix an appointment with you, Chris, because
but I did. I went there back in February, and
you should go there again.
He's a cool guy. This guy has dinners, right? We went in this restaurant. I'm like, okay, 90 minutes. Let's eat. Let's talk for 10 minutes. Let's get the heck out. We're there for like 7 bloody hours, and the food.
Wow.
comes in and we eat it, and then I'm thinking, okay, dessert. Now the second part of the food comes in, and the third part of the food, and I'm feeling, Jesus, I'm like a whale here. And he gets up, he excuses himself, and he goes away, and he's gone for 10 minutes every hour. And I said, why are you going every 10 minutes, every hour? He says, because I have different top people all over the world, and every hour, because people, this is a 24-hour business, I need to know what's going on in that region every hour, and then the next region and the next region. And he keeps this going until like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, wow, we were in the streets of, what do you call it? Downtown?
Stockholm?
4 o'clock, yeah. Out in the main street. There was nobody there, and we're just yapping. And every hour he connects, and he's talking to somebody now, a group in the Philippines or the head office in South Africa, and he's keeping this huge business rolling like clockwork. And it was like, wow, there's a lot. And that's just that, right? So
this I want to say,
amazing guy.
It's so easy to sit and look find a little fault here and a little fault there. I mean, do people understand what it takes to roll out a professional show like that? And you don't get the energy from an audience or like that. You say, like you said before, you're standing there alone and you need to deliver this, and you don't get that. Bouncing back to
so much is resting on Jesus. Like we're talking about the president of the world, but we're not. We're talking about a guy who was Swedish, who was really easy to talk to, approachable. I mean, he gets it. He understands. He can feel the pressure of like all of these people wanting help, and he gets it. And he's a businessman, but he's an approachable human being. And the guys around him, Mr. Magnus and Mr. Anthony, these guys were just like, they're great people.
They're Swedish.
Is that what it is? I was talking to Magnus. I was with Magnus in a barn, and then he bought me this chocolate Irish, I don't know what the hell it was, but it was great. And I was talking about the Vikings. And his whole line is all of this Vikings, man. These people, they know about ships, they know about all of this stuff, and he's a warrior. And that's what I think these people are. They're coming from the murky waters of what we know of multi-level marketing, and they're sailing this huge ship into a whole digital reality, and they're saying, you know what? We need you to give us a chance to show you that we're real. And if you won't give us a chance, as some of the reporters are not, some of the newspapers aren't, they're moving ahead anyway, because they are forcing their way into the market saying, you know what, we have a right to be here, and we are going to exercise that right because we are really right. We can do this. And well done. Really
try to get us to back down. You can try.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, do you want to, okay, so I'm going to see what my time is. We're moving on here. I don't want to waste too much people's time, or, they got things to do. Do you want to talk about, let's do this in two parts. I'm going to do a little part one here about the July 4th and the rollouts. And then we can dedicate the next show, which will be next Monday at 2 o'clock. And it'll be rolling live. All works fine. We'll be rolling live next Monday. But we can do a full hour dedicated to the July 4th, the rollouts, and all of the things, the good, the bad, the indifferent, and people that were confused, so we can help them through it. But for the July rollouts, let's just touch on...
And go through the news there.
What are some of the things that are working and not working for you on the July? What is it that you want to say about the July rollouts? Go ahead, guys. James? Actually, I had the first time. James, you tell me. What's working with you for the July? What do you want to say to people about the July rollouts?
Well, the July rollout, we saw so many amazing things that, I looked at them critically, and of course, especially the new products. I mean, what's it called? The trends.
The life trends.
Yeah, life trends. Yeah. Now I love that because I mean that's like putting a whole business, a whole company in your palm. Like this part of the world where I live, we have we call them travel agencies here in Nigeria. We have where I have team members that own physical travel agencies, and you can imagine the excitement in their faces when they saw this product because it's like basically having an office in your phone because people travel a lot from this part of the world outside. They go on vacations with their families, with colleagues from the office, and all of that. So here you can just simply book an hotel, book a flight, book a vacation in any resort, in any place, in any part of the world from my phone using my link, or of course, if you're an affiliate, and I get paid. I mean, 20% discount, that's a lot of money. It depends. I get 20%. And also, if you are my direct downline, I also get paid for that. I mean, how cool is that? We don't even get up to so much discounts if you run a physical travel agency here in Nigeria. You just get a little discount, but not that much. 20% is a lot. 20% is a lot. So I see the product and it's cool. I mean, talking about the product too in South Africa, that's like having a digital bodyguard. I mean, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you walk alone in the street and you see something that doesn't look too good. I mean, something you feel too scared, and you just shake your phone and
They could use
9 minutes or so.
America right now.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and help. The cavalry arrives. You know,
So you just shake your phone.
Yeah, you just shake your phone
and they come in with guns. So whoa, guys, here I am. It's me. I'm the good guy. It's like wow, yeah. That's so smart.
And what I love about these guys is they roll out products that people can relate to. I mean, starting with the whole gaming and gambling products, a lot of billions of people in the world can relate to that. And that's what, for me, is a secret to why this company is growing so fast. Because the ideas, the products that they are launching, the ones that they would launch, are products that people can easily relate to. You don't necessarily have to be a network marketer. Because now look at this travel, the lifestyle trend or the life trends. You don't even have to be my downline. You don't have to do CROWD1, but you can be my travel client. I mean, I can.
It's like they said, they have the chickens now, and even some roosters, and they will bring us the golden eggs there. And
yeah,
I mean, again, we said it many times, but they just getting started, and I think that is something to remember too. And what I felt there on this event is the synergy there. It was so powerful. Everything was so tight and well together, and me as a Swede there, that I saw these artists that are very well recognized, you know, and they are on primetime TV and everything. You know, when I felt everything is coming together now. It's they know where they're going, and yeah, I don't know what to say.
You know, we always
really
say
empowered when
we always say that the CEO is leading this company by vision and not by sight. I mean, those are two different.
Not by sight.
It's,
yes. Close your eyes, Skywalker. Use the Force. And this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And
wow.
Visionaries, when they lead, of course, it's always. You can always tell visionaries, they've been able to create stuff in the world, around the world, that we see and recognize as really, really huge. You know, talking about other companies and like Steve Jobs, I see him as a visionary because when
what
he started,
would the world be without visionaries?
Exactly.
Please, folks, think about that for a second.
Nothing. Yeah. Well, you know what? You can tell people you need visionaries, and people say, well, you know, yeah, but we need artists, we need bridge builders, and we need carpenters, we need doctors, absolutely. We need more lawyers. Oh, please. Look, visionary lights up the darkness over there, the beacon. What's that? Let's go. And yeah, no, this company, Mr. Eric Werner, choosing Mr. Von Holstein was the best choice he could make outside of originally putting together the idea of the CROWD1. Because his choice in that man moving that company with such a visionary whole field, yeah, it's a good move. And it shows you how Eric Werner, how he thinks. I mean, that's a strategic, major strategic decision. Who gets to be the CEO? Him, her. Actually, I'll take that guy, this guy. And that's really good move. Let me ask you this. What do you think about because people were sort of surprised when they went in and they normally see their money in the back office. And then they go in and they see BP points, thousands of them. It's like, why are we doing this? Why don't we just keep it as euros?
Equality.
Say that
exactly.
Equality.
Equality.
Okay,
Yeah.
what does equality mean?
Because the way I see it is this. Of course, CROWD1 is a global business in over 170 countries with all different currencies. So, I mean, it's some sort of bias to me if you are using one currency and leaving others out. You know, that's how I see it. But you know, to strike this equality, you know, to strike the balance, like what Jim just said, you need to come up with a term that everyone can relate to. And of course, like what they came up with is business points. And now these business points have a value. So we know 10 business points is equals to €1, isn't it? I mean, nothing technically changed except the terms that they used.
Right.
You know, yes, and the conversion rate. So it's like, you know, in my local currency, of course, 99 euros in the past would equate to certain amount of, you know, my local currency. And, you know, it fluctuates here and there. But having this, you know, should I say, general term in business points, it just makes it a little, in fact, much more easier to understand for some people. Because, you know, with the euro thing, we've had challenges with people. I mean, if euro was, say, 45,000 naira for 99 euros last week, and today is 50,000. Now, most people will ask questions. Why did you pay 45,000 naira last week? And this week I'm paying 50,000, that sort of thing. But, you know, with these business points, we can now, you know, it just makes sense. At a glance, you know that, okay, well, 10 of these points is €1. 20 of these points, €2, and 100 of it is €10. It just makes sense. So it makes it easier.
All right. Hey, Jim, do you want to add anything or say anything about that?
No, I think that's one part of it. And the other thing I'm going to say now, I'm not sure of. But I think it can be also make it easier to compliance with some things for business-wise, for maybe the cards and stuff like that. I'm not sure of that, but
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
How does that make sense, James? How does that make sense?
Yes, like you know, when you going global, like what we have in CROWD1, like you need to how do I put this? Like find a common ground that people can relate to. So you try to reduce the prejudice, the bias, the subjectivity.
Yeah.
You try to reduce all of that, so everyone can feel like they have like an equal stake to the to whatever value of you know, in terms of monetary terms to whatever you use. Yes. And most, not just CROWD1, most businesses they have this sort of terminologies. They call them different terms. But in this case, I mean, business points just makes a lot of sense, and it's a wise choice of name. I mean, because
currency yes,
is business. You have binary points. Yeah, you have binary points. So I mean, the more binary points you earn, I mean, you can equate that to business points because binary comes from the business you do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and currency is a business too. So I think like that's why to get a common ground, why like prefer one. You know, it's better to have a neutral ground there, and don't say one is better than the other. And I think that can be a factor there, as I mentioned. But I'm not sure.
Let me ask you this, because we're coming close to an end. Next week, I'm going to dedicate the whole hour to this July 4th in detail now. So what are some of the things in detail Jim and James, I'll start with you, James. What are some of the things in detail you want to talk about for people next week in regards to the July 4th pieces and how they can be used? What are the things you want to talk about that we can help?
Yes, for me, I would like to talk about the new compensation plan.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because there's a bit of adjustment and it's really interesting. And also, of course, we have the old compensation plan for the products we had before July 1st. And we have a new compensation plan for the new products and products that will be introduced subsequently.
Will you have slides? Sorry to interrupt. Will you have slides to show or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a few slides that I got today that I might share on the day. Yeah.
You might share. What?
I will share. Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm squeezing it.
Okay. Yes, I will share, definitely.
I want to interview that guy. What's the guy? The owner of Life Trends. Did you see the guy? Hi.
Yeah, I think his name is John something. If I don't.
His name, I think it was Mark. Was it? Either way.
Mark. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What's the name? I'm gonna contact that guy and see if I can get him on the show, because I want to know about Life Trends. I want to know about what were the final decision makers that made you said, you know what, I'm going to join with CROWD1. What were those final decision makers? Why did you join?
That's really good.
Yeah, I just want to know, because you're a big guy. Yeah. So take us through the thinking process of maybe I will to yes, I'll sign the deals. What were the plans? I want to know those.
I also think that will, address the thing that we have, like the main thing today about, I mean, why would he be together with someone if you think it isn't a really good thing and it's good for the future? I mean, so I would be really interested into hearing that.
And also, too, he's an American in Atlanta, and America doesn't allow CROWD1 or any company because of the 1961 wire.
Yeah.
Any company, telecommunications, that's connected in some way with gambling, they stop it because they try to stop the organized crime. Good luck with that one, but they tried. So how does that guy in America connect it to the business of CROWD1 when his own country won't even allow it? I mean, just little things like that. I want to get into the nuts and bolts. But I'm going to contact him. And Jim, next week for the July, for the rollouts, what is it that you want to focus on for people if they come in next week to watch the show? How can you help them? What do you want to do?
I same like James said, I want to break down the news there, so make it more understandable for people, but also go through what the things that the CEO and the founder really said there in their different parts, because there are a lot of good things there when you really look into that too. So I think that's what I do.
You're going to pull apart pieces of the speeches that they were giving, because pieces were very revealing.
Yes.
All right, good. And I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. I'm going to keep you two guys in line, and I will work on the speeches and just see where I'm thinking about this. Either way, so for next week, guys, if you tune in, when you tune in, should you tune in, you must tune in. Next Monday, we're going to be rolling live, all right? And what? We will take you hand in hand through understanding some of these tricky points about the July 4th rollouts and how you can work with them and what they mean for you. All right, is there anything else I need to be able to talk to these folks about? Jim, James, anything that we need to discuss or you want to bring up?
Well, for now, no. I think we pretty much have all the important things covered for now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And you, Mr. Viking down there, you got anything?
Yeah, no, I think we hold there for now because we don't want to reveal everything, you know.
Yeah.
we need to save a little bit for the next show and the next and the next, because we're not going anywhere.
And show business always leave them wanting more. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye to Mr. James in Nigeria. One day I'll say James in Sweden and Jim in New York. James.
That's fine. Yeah. I'll be going there soon.
And Jim in Sweden. Okay, gentlemen, have a super fantastic week. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow on the Zoom. We're going to be doing Zoom tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
You can catch us on. We're on.
No resting here.
There is no. Yeah, it's like CROWD1 my life. We have the Zoom show going on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 noon Toronto, Canada time. Plus, we have Frequency of Success coming out every single Monday at 2 p.m. Toronto, Canada time. And I am so glad to say I've just about laid this egg of CROWD1 Future Part 3 and Part 4. So I know people are emailing saying, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm got COVID-19. I got 2 kids. One almost broke his arm the other day. I got a dog. I got things happening. And I'm still working my butt off to get this out. But the good news is CROWD1, the Future Part 3, is coming out very soon. I'm shooting it next week, right? And again, Part 3, Part 4, and I think there'll be a Part 5. It's about helping you how to position yourself in this new CROWD1 reality, how to position yourself, prepare yourself, and how to add value to yourself without buying packs. That's a different reality, okay? So that's all coming out, I reckon, within the next 15 days.
And we can't wait for that. I really love those, CROWD1, Part 1 and 2 that we've seen. And I can't wait for the number 3 and 4 there. And for you who haven't seen them, they're on YouTube. That's my recommendation.
Oh, that's
and
true.
Really
Yeah,
look through this because there is so much understanding. Yes.
They approach the whole CROWD1 from a completely different perspective. And that's what I want to do. Because I tried something completely different. In the mind of the visionaries, how could this potentially work? Anyway, so with that, gentlemen, I'm gonna let James. You can go back swimming in the background, and Jim, I'll meet you at the local pub, and I'll see you guys.
Good.
All right.
All right, Chris.
See you tomorrow, Zoom channel. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.